Alrighty, let's get after it. 3/31, 2026. Few days removed from Easter now that I think about it. I actually didn't even realize Easter was Sunday already.
Yeah, it's super early this year.
5:59 p.m. Forgot to throw that in there. But to all those who are in the Chicagoland area today, lots of rain. Usually I'm a fan, but I guess probably not. I would be interested to know how much we actually got in that. I know it rained earlier in the day, but I feel like this rain was pretty hard, like a lot harder than it was earlier today. Don't know though. I was working inside when it rained earlier.
I was inside for my eye doctor's appointment, but I heard it.
Yeah.
And I'm like, damn, is it downpouring? But
Yeah,
I mean, it came down fucking hard this morning too.
Yeah.
Like it was like 10 o'clock to like 10:45. It was just like nonstop.
Yeah, it was actually insane. I mean, thank goodness I was working inside today. Obviously, if I was working outside, I would have just went home. But the lights in the camera.
Oh, that's what that. I'm like, what's happening right there? I'm like, something. Is there another dimension next to my head that I can't tell?
Yeah,
I
it's
can't
like
see
a portal. Portal. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That's all right. You guys can deal with that for this episode. I'm not moving it. That thing's stupid thing's finicky. It'll probably start like changing colors if I move it or brightness. The thing just like randomly turns on sometimes.
Really?
Yeah.
That's not creepy at all. You're laying down here trying to fucking sleep, and then all of a sudden a spotlight turns on to the side of your bed.
Or it's like I'll get home, and there's just like I'm like, man, I left my room light on. I'm like, no, I didn't. Yeah, it's crazy. It's honestly really odd. Well, baseball's back.
Yes, it is. Opening day was kind of a bummer, weather-wise, and the Cubs getting their ass kicked, but still a fun time overall.
I bet.
It's always a blast.
It's hard to have a bad time at a baseball game, to be honest.
Yeah, and I mean, especially when it's kind of crazy because I was getting pretty turnt pretty fast. I realized we were at my brother's for probably about 50 minutes, maybe an hour before we left, and I had drank 5 pints already.
Sounds like a great time, honestly.
Yeah, right at 9:30 in the morning. I'm like, damn, I'm actually pretty fucked up right now. I'm like, I haven't eaten anything at all. I'm like, I'm getting pretty I'm like, dude, I'm not going to make it past like the 3rd inning. Yeah, no. With that wind, constant 20-mile-an-hour wind with 30-mile-an-hour gusts, 44-degree temperature, and then no sunshine, and we were up in like the 400s, and the wind was just right to the face the entire game. So I was like, no matter how much I drank, I never got past a certain level of drunk. Like it just, I don't know if it's not like sweating it out, but it's like it just could not keep up with it. So that actually kind of saved my day. I did take a nap on the way back. I passed the fuck out in the car on the way back from the game, on the way to Riccobenni's, because we went there afterwards.
Fire spot.
I polished off 6 pieces of pizza, and I came home and basically tossed and turned in bed all night with aching heartburn.
Oh, I wonder why.
Because I was so full from eating so much that I was like 1:30, 2:30, 3:30 in the morning. I'm like, oh my fucking God, dude. I'm like, I'm not going to fucking work tomorrow. Like, it just hurts so bad.
I had a pretty unfortunate experience the other night in bed too. I woke up, calf was cramping.
Oh,
really, really bad. Like to the point where you could like see the muscle, just like it was awful. Then I like a fool, moved my foot. I'm like starting to like calm down. Like, I shouldn't like adjust my foot. Nope, happened all over again. I'm just like awesome. I'm just laying there in like agonizing pain. It's honestly one of the worst feelings ever. It's awful.
It's like it's pure torture.
Yeah, it's terrible. It's like nothing you can do about it either.
Yeah,
like, let it run its course.
You punch the shit out of it.
It hurts though. I'm just like,
it does hurt, but that's what I do, and it's funny. Like, it's so funny. It's like when you like rage at something like stupid little thing that like makes you mad. You know, you like slam your phone down or something. It's like you never do that to your own body. You never actually like punch yourself hard. But when you have a cramp, it's really easy to be like motherfucker, just like beat the shit out of your leg. Yeah, that's the only way to take care of it, dude. I've been getting foot cramps really bad, like in the arch of my foot. Dude, that is miserable. You can't even move a single toe. It just starts again. It's
awful.
Yeah, it is awful. But baseball's not awful. Baseball's been exciting.
No,
There's
baseball's
already
been
no
chill,
undefeated team.
Yeah, baseball's been awesome.
Yeah, You see the fucking Rockies absolutely routed the Blue Jays yesterday in Toronto. Who saw that coming? I don't know. Not me. But yeah, there's been a lot of interesting shit happening. Dude, how about the fucking Murakami, dude,
I
for
mean,
the Sox?
it's so
Bro.
far the small sample size. It's great.
Bro, he's an absolute monster. This is exactly what I was expecting out of him. Like, he's going to mash the fucking
That's
ball.
kind of what everyone was hoping would happen. Like,
Yeah.
this is a home run leader in Japan. It's like, let's hope he can do that out here. I'm honestly not that upset with what I've been seeing. Yeah, okay, we got swept by the Brewers, but the Brewers are a much better team.
They were
the White
basically,
Sox.
yeah, they were basically World Series bound last year until they ran into the Dodgers.
Yeah, it's
So.
like I'm not upset at all.
Yeah.
I'm actually pretty pleased. Colson Montgomery. I mean, I think we've had like
They're also still very young. So, yeah, like
Yeah.
a sweep. Like, the team's not going to be
team
great
total
this
in
year.
grand slams is already 2.
That's crazy.
Yeah, Colson Montgomery hit one against the Brewers,
Damn, really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
and then last night, Miguel Vargas hit one.
Nice.
Yeah, I was at Station 21, and I'm
Wow.
like sitting there watching. I'm like, this is great. Like they hit the grand slam. Then all of a sudden, all the TVs changed at the Cubs game. I'm like, what the hell? I'm like, what the? All because there was like this booth, and you know how like they have upstairs, they have, like the TVs, like the little TVs next to the booths.
I've only been there like twice
Well,
ever.
they have like little like 24-inch TVs
Mhm.
at each booth,
Okay.
but like almost all the TVs are connected to one.
Which is stupid because that defeats the purpose of having.
Yes. It's really, really dumb. Except like 2 of them. But then the rest of them were just like college basketball, and I don't want to watch that crap. Or
Hey, yeah,
golf or whatever. But I'm like, and this old dude's like, oh, thank you. And I'm like, and I when it changed, I was like, what the hell? I'm like, I don't want to watch the Cubs game.
Yeah,
I said it like out loud, and you could see like him and his wife, like they like look over. I look over at them. It's a glance. I wasn't like expecting. Like, I didn't suspect them of like being the reason. I thought the people just changed it.
Yeah.
But yeah, no. Then he's like, oh, "Thank you for doing that." And I'm like, "The bastard, the old bastard."
See, that's me too. Like, I'm always the one who asks like to change the channel to something in a place, but like a lot of times it's just one TV. But in that situation, yeah, you feel like a fucking dickhead when it changes. When you see
All
every
of them?
single TV
Yeah.
change, and you're like, well, fuck, I didn't think everybody wanted to watch it.
Yeah.
I just wanted the one. Like,
Yeah,
that's dumb. What a dumb design.
Hooters got it right. You know, they always have like the waitresses going like have like 10 direct TV remotes, and they're all just like pointing at the TV. Like, oh no, it's that one.
And none of them
'Cause
know
it's-
what's going on.
Yeah, they're just like, it's this TV. And then no matter where you're at, they're always like, whenever you ask them to change it, they're like, what channel? You'll have to tell them like 3 times.
I don't know channels. Who the fuck knows
Yeah.
channels anymore? Like, that's something I haven't known channels in probably at least 10 years.
You don't need to.
And they always
that's
say
the
that.
problem. Yeah, I don't freaking know.
Yeah, they always say that shit. And then, or they'll be like, oh, it's on Amazon. We don't have that. It's like, aren't you a restaurant?
I'll literally give you my login right now. Just put it on. Just
Yeah.
make sure you log out once I leave.
And it's like, you guys can afford it. Come on,
Yeah.
fucking fork it over, dude. Yeah,
Murakami's he's an awesome though.
yeah, he has been. He's the 4th, which is just insane to think that just came from Japan. It's his first 3 games here. He's the 4th player in MLB history to hit 3 home runs in the first 3 games of the season.
It's just kind of nuts. I mean,
That's a wild.
it's been
stat.
exciting. I'm hoping like he can obviously not a home run every single game. That would be like damn near impossible.
How
That'd be
awesome would it
insane.
be if he like broke Cal Raleigh's record this year?
That'd be crazy. Big Cheeks is everyone's waiting for him to pop off.
He's
Paul
been big
Skeens
cheeks. He
is
did have a
cooked.
walk-off hit last night against the Yankees, though. Got the scoring run to win. So
Paul Skeens is cooked. Obviously, we saw that.
yeah, he got roasted on opening day.
It wasn't even his fault. His center fielder is just
Oh, dude,
a
O'Neal
moron.
Cruz.
O'Neal Cruz cooked him. Like O'Neal Cruz gave up 3 runs.
He's literally the exact same as he was last year. It was like watching last year's highlights again of him, lowlights of him out in center field.
Dude.
Like, just can't read a ball to save his life. I mean, it is crazy how bad he is out
He
there.
literally cost like 3 runs
Yeah.
for Paul Skeens. It was
Yeah.
awful.
It's atrociously bad. I don't even know how like you move forward with a guy like that. I mean, you're kind of like,
I would have cut him. I would have been like, dude, you're done. Like, or
well,
not cut,
after
I guess-
last year,
yeah.
and like he had a
Send
lot
him
of
down or fucking just DFA the guy. I'm like, I can't do this with you anymore, man.
yeah something because he's seriously
He's
a lot.
liability.
I mean, an absolute liability. You could get a fucking minor leaguer out there, or even a AAA guy that would play better than him. double A guy, anybody, any somewhat professional would
Probably
play
go to
better than
Roman
that.
Park and find someone who could play center field better than him.
Like, actually, it's crazy. And it's crazy because he's huge. So it's not like he can't cover ground. Like,
Yeah.
he's a really big dude. I forget, he's like 6'6" or 6'7". Like, I never fucking think of, I swear to God, it's so dumb. But yeah, like, he's so big. So it's like, you'd think this guy would be a stud in center field like Aaron Judge.
Just a moron is his problem.
He is, yeah. And he's got a terrible attitude, too. It's kind of crazy. And ABS so far, boy, has that been exciting.
It has been really exciting because
Robot umps, dude.
the robot umps have actually been coming through.
They have been. They're finally maybe going to make people open their eyes to the idea that we shouldn't have fucking 70-year-olds running the country, nor should we have 70-year-olds and 80-year-olds calling balls and strikes in baseball. Because we've had that for too fucking long.
Something romantic about it, though. It's just the
No.
game. It's the game, dude.
No, not 70-year-olds doing it, dude. In
I mean, I
fucking
don't know.
late
It doesn't need to be
60s.
70. I mean, we could have a much younger crowd out there. But, yeah, I don't know. It's been entertaining, like you said. I actually have been having fun watching it because people can actually argue now. And be like, all right, well, let's see.
Yeah, but that's what's like opened people's eyes. Like, hey, maybe it's not a coincidence that the fucking old guys can't see anything. And
Yeah.
then CB Buckner got absolutely embarrassed the other night, thankfully so, because he's one of the worst umpires in the league. I can't stand him. He's probably right under like Angel Hernandez for me when it comes to like least favorite umps of all time. He missed 20 calls, and if they would have challenged 20 times, they would have gotten all 20 of them right. But he got called on 6 of them. They called five or six between the Reds and who the hell were they playing? I think was it the Reds and the Red Sox? I can't remember who the Reds were playing, but it was atrocious. I mean, and it didn't start until like the 6th inning. Like they didn't even start challenging till the 6th inning because obviously with only getting 2, which now I do realize they don't lose them if you get it right, which is a good thing.
That's actually smart.
That is smart, yeah, because if you're only going to get 2, then that makes sense. But, I mean, he's just, you could just see the frustration in his face, too. Like, I'm one of them, too. He rung somebody up, and he does, like, this really dramatic, he's like, calls a strike, and he does this, like, huge strike 3 call, and immediately the batter's tapping his helmet.
Oh,
and
that was Suarez, Eugenio Suarez. I saw that clip this morning.
Yeah, and then the very next pitch, like, of course, it gets called, it was wrong. So the very next pitch, he goes again, and it's like, he just, like, doesn't even fucking, no enthusiasm whatsoever, because he knows as soon as he does it, he's not even, like, looking either. He's, like, looking right at the batter, and the guy's just, like, taps his head, calls overturn, it's a ball. It's like, dude, like, good. Fuck CB Buckner, dude. He's trash.
It's awesome.
It's been so funny, man. There was actually already an ejection over ABS. Like it's just in a matter of a week. It is less than a week, really. It is kind of. It's lived up to everything that we wanted it to be.
I wonder how soon though until they actually change it. It's obviously not going to stay the way it is now. I feel like they're going to be like, okay, you guys only get this certain amount a game. Or I don't know. I feel like eventually they're going to be like, okay, it's slowing down the game too, which is obviously what they don't want, sorry. And, yeah, I don't know. They're like, this is a really bad look for the league.
I think it's a great look because I think it's exciting
for
as
the
hell.
Fan experience, like the fan wise, but as like, if you were like a big wig at the MLB, like, dude, we look incompetent.
I don't know, because I think it's the same shit as like the NFL which we'll get into that, but the NFL with like the refs, I mean, they have their own union that allows them to basically just be dog shit and not have to take any accountability. It's kind of the same exact thing for like the umpires, so I don't know. I think it's great for baseball, and I think they can afford to make games just slightly longer in the sense that they saved so much time with the pitch clock.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like 20, 30 minutes a game sometimes that they saved, if not more.
I would agree.
So to add an extra 5 back on with that,
I feel like every time I go to a sporting event, it flies by. Like when
it's because you're live action, you're living the experience.
Yeah, like when you're at, watching a baseball game at home, like this has like been on forever. But like when you're there, I'm like, dude, I didn't have enough time to do hardly anything. It's like it's just going by.
because of commercials and shit too. When you're at home, it's like annoying.
Yeah.
It seems like it's always going to commercial, but when you're at the game, like you don't even realize, like sitting at home on your couch for 3.5 minutes feels like 10 minutes for commercials. But when you're at a game, you don't even fucking like all of a sudden it's like, oh shit, it's the next inning. There's already 2 strikes on this guy. Like, what?
Yeah, no, I agree. It's kind of sucks. It's like, man, I wish I could spend more time here, but I also can't afford to spend more time here.
Yeah. No shit. Ain't that the truth, boy?
What happened with the NFL umps? Or refs? I haven't even.
Well,
Dude, my feed's been kind of garbage lately. I haven't seen like anything sports related. I mean, it really hasn't been anything going on, but
yeah, I've had to search for some stuff over the last like week or so because it's the same shit. It's been pretty dry. So of course the refs are being difficult again, even like they have a fucking leg to stand on with as terrible as they are. The NFL, basically, I'm just gonna read off Tom Pelissero's tweet.
Sure.
The NFL has offered its game officials a 6-year labor deal with a 6.45% annual growth rate and compensation. That's a lot. First off, let me just put that out there. That's a lot, right? Every year to go up 6.5%, call it. The NFLRA, Refs Association, is insisting on 10% a year, plus $2.5 million for marketing fees the league regards as worthless. The union also continues to resist changes the NFL is insisting upon, including shortening the dark period after the Super Bowl, deploying underperforming officials to spring leagues for extra reps, and ending a seniority-based system for playoff assignments. We want to pay for performance.
Yeah, I don't like that part.
Dude, the whole thing, dude, if someone's like, you're going to get a 6.5% raise every year, it's like, all right.
Nah, give me 10. You can afford it.
It's like, all right. But yeah, but you don't have all right, then fucking get out. Then you're fired. It's like crazy as fuck. Like these guys, so many of these refs have made terrible calls in the biggest moments and do it on a consistent basis. They don't get interviewed after games. They have zero accountability, and it just fucking goes on and continues to ruin multiple big time games every single season. And it's like, we want more money. Like, eat shit. That pisses me off so much, dude. It's like, it's so terrible. So, as of now, because of that, the NFL is starting its hiring process for replacement refs for this season. So, that'll be awesome. That'll really totally not make a difference at all. We know what happened last time we had replacement refs.
It'll probably get worse.
Yeah.
Actually, officiating is probably actually going to get worse.
Oh, that's exactly what happens. That's what happened last time as well. It just totally threw the whole thing basically out the window.
That's awesome. I love that, actually.
So gambling will be really fun this coming NFL season if this shit doesn't get figured out.
Don't gamble.
Yeah, for real.
That's the answer.
Honestly, I don't think they had... That was it on the NFL, other than Shedeur Sanders is changing his number.
Is he?
To a very fitting number. He's changing his number to number 2. And I'm like, wow. Immediately,
the Jags are moving to Orlando.
What?
The Jags are moving to Orlando.
Oh, wow.
Sorry.
No,
what does his number change to?
2. So I'm like, that's fitting. Because you're shit.
What was his number? Oh, 12.
12, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Of course, and that's every comment under it. They're like 12 or 2, it doesn't matter. Shit is still shit. Like, it's so funny reading the comments.
So they're not moving to Orlando. I'm just going to read this off. In a unanimous 32-0 vote Tuesday, NFL owners approved the Jacksonville Jaguars playing their entire 2027 home schedule at Orlando's Camping World Stadium due to a $1.4 billion renovation at their stadium.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. I thought they were having a renovation coming up. That's what they were talking about like last year and shit, because they were like, what are they talking about? Adding like swimming pools and all that stuff?
Probably. They want to be like the D-backs.
Yeah.
It's the D-backs, right, that have the swimming pool in center field?
That's a good question. I don't know. I don't remember.
Or maybe it's the Marlins.
The
Rays. The Rays. Don't the Rays have one?
Well, the Rays are... Oh, no, because they're currently playing... I don't know if they're still playing on their minor league field currently. Because remember last year, they lost their stadium in the hurricane.
Oh, yeah, the juice box.
And they played in minor league field all year, and then But the Marlins used to have the fish tank in center field,
That's what it was.
but they got rid of that.
So yeah, this gets
so
hit
sick.
hard enough. Our fish are gonna die. And maintenance costs are probably absolutely insane.
Yeah, and then the liability of a drunk guy fell out of the stands onto his head at the Pirates game last year. You don't think someone eventually would fall in the fish tank?
Or just try to jump in it like at a Bass Pro when they
like,
jump in the fish tank.
Yeah, they're like, why did we put piranhas in this thing?
Just getting eaten alive. That'd be awesome.
Speaking of drunk guys, Tiger Woods got another DUI.
Yeah, he's all right. Let him be fine. He's fine. Leave him be.
What happened to him, dude? I mean, jeez.
I don't know. He's just lost off the sauce, man. The Secret Service won't let him drive Trump's grandkids around. You see that?
What?
Well, you know how he's like dating a relative of Trump's or something like that? One of his daughters or something?
No.
Oh, yeah.
Tiger Woods is dating a daughter would be a different story, but no.
I think it's a daughter.
I don't know how many daughters he has, but I think he only had one. Isn't Ivanka his only daughter?
I have no idea. I don't really know his family tree. I'll look it up, though.
Yeah, I don't know either, but I thought that she's the only one I've ever heard of. But I know she's married.
Vanessa Trump. Oh, the former wife of Donald Trump.
Oh, he's driving around with his ex-wife, and they won't let him
with his kids.
Well, was that pre or post most current DUI? Because I would say that's a pretty good call.
I think, yeah, whatever it is.
Some good foresight if
Yeah, whatever it is, they're like, yeah, the Secret Service won't let him drive them around. I'm like, okay. I mean, they're just like, yeah, you can't do that, man.
Understandably so. I wouldn't let Pat Mahomes Sr. drive my kids around either.
Yeah, no, that's actually facts. Pat Mahomes Sr. is like one away from like never stepping foot out ever again.
He's gotten 3, hasn't he?
Yeah.
Oh, it's so crazy. That's so crazy,
yeah.
dude.
Like insane. I'm
That's
like,
so
dude,
funny.
you gotta. I mean, I get it. You know, sometimes you getting a little scuzzy with the boys, but I feel like after the first, I'd be like, dude, I gotta be like better about this. I can't do this no more.
Yeah, well, and then also too, when you consider you're honestly like a GOAT in a sport. You're literally the greatest of all time in your sport. Like, how the fuck do you get to that point where you're, after all the shit that's happened already to you, you know, with like the whole, what was it, like an affair and shit, and then he had a DUI before that, and then that was a long time ago. Like, people kind of, you know, let that alone.
Yeah.
And he's kind of just moved on, and people started feeling bad for him. Like, he came back, he's been golfing and shit, and people were like, damn, he just ain't the same. You could see like the back problems with like the hip and everything from just all the years of golf has just destroyed his body. It's like, man, what he used to be, and then it's fucking way to rehash old memories. Now. I mean, damn, dude.
Yeah, it's honestly, it's not funny, but it's kind of.
No, it's
kind of funny.
It's funny. Yeah, it's funny to see how that happens. It's crazy.
Yeah, it's actually wild. Oh, good old Tiger.
And you were talking about college basketball. We haven't mentioned March Madness one time.
I couldn't tell you anything that's going on in March Madness.
You didn't see that the Uconn win over Duke?
That was the only thing I've seen.
That's the only thing I've seen. I have not. I'll be honest. I haven't watched any of it either.
I haven't even like heard. Maybe I'm just not going out enough or something. I don't know. I haven't really heard anyone talking about it. I feel like this year for March Madness, like I just haven't heard about it as much.
I feel like that too, but I don't know. I feel like last year I was a facilitator of more conversations about it, to where like maybe that's why it seemed like it was more relevant. But like a few people asked me this year, like, "Oh, you're gonna make a bracket?" I'm like, "No, I don't ever."
I mean, Purdue does what they always do. They're like the best team in the nation, and they just suck.
Crumble at the very end.
Yeah, they just suck.
Yeah, that UConn win was nuts though.
That was crazy.
That was like fuck. That was fucking wild, dude.
Yeah.
They have like a side view of like the actual, just like the coach's reaction during the whole series
like
of events.
Out. Yeah.
Like, it was so funny to watch his face. Duke's coach, that is, not Dan Hurley. Dan Hurley's he's always a maniac out there. He like headbutted the ref at one point in that game. I'm not even kidding. They walked up, like,
really?
The ref walked up to him. And they just both, like, mad-dogged each other. But, like, he walked up and, like, put his head down like this, and the ref leaned forward, and they just, like, banged foreheads and just stood there, and then they just backed up. And everyone's like, they're like, in every other time in history, to any other coach, player, anything, this is a tech all day. And they're like, they just don't say shit to this fucking maniac. And I'm like, well, yeah, because he's a maniac.
He's mentally unstable.
He is, but he's awesome, dude. Dan Hurley's awesome.
It's hilarious.
He's so fun to watch. And then, I mean, really, sticking on basketball, the whole thing with Jaden Ivey.
Yeah, I saw that last night.
Dude, that's ridiculous. That is so crazy. Just the hypocrisy is what's crazy of the whole situation. Like, the Bulls letting him go, being like, he's detrimental to the locker room. Like,
yeah.
What?
But I didn't think he said to the locker room. He said things because the things he said that were detrimental to the organization.
Organization, yeah. Same like idea.
I don't agree with letting him go, but I do understand from like the team standpoint. They're like, yeah, we're trying to like make sales here, and we can't have you going around pissing off like.
Who is that pissing off? That's what's
gay
crazy.
People?
It's like, and the majority of NBA fans are gay. We know that. So, I mean, it's like I said, it's just the hypocrisy. It's not even like the political aspect of like agreeing or disagreeing with what he said. Because like, honestly, I don't give a shit. But it's just how much that's happened throughout the last 10 years where it's like no politics in sports, but then some politics are allowed in sports, like political points and shit like that. And then also the simple fact, more or less, the fact of like, how many dudes in the NBA get caught with fucking guns or drugs or beating the shit out of their wives or abusing their children and they don't get fucking let go? They're still playing. There's guys still playing right now that got domestic violence charges. Same shit in the NFL. Like when I'm bitching about Stephon Diggs and the fucking Patriots, like we're behind him all the way, blah, blah, blah. Guy fucking gets to play in the Super Bowl after some pretty legit seeming allegations come out about him, trying to choke out his personal chef or whatever. It's like there's no repercussion for that. Guy's still on a fucking team. All these guys still on teams, but this guy comes out and he's like, my religion doesn't really agree with this whole thing, so I'm not for it. And they're like, you can't be around our organization.
I don't even know who the guy is, to be honest, though.
He's good, dude. He was a really high draft pick. Like he's actually fire. I remember I knew of him because of this dude I used to work with who was like a super basketball nut. And he knows everybody. And that was the dude who got me like into sports cards and shit because he knows like every single fucking thing about him. And he was like telling me about this dude like when he was coming up. He's like, he's so fucking good and blah, 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 like going on and on.
Travion Henderson made like a post about it.
Yeah, he just like quoted, I think he quoted the Bible, right?
Yeah, he threw out a Bible quote.
Now allegedly people are pissed.
Yeah, I don't really know.
I don't buy it.
I honestly don't even know, like, I didn't watch the video, but apparently Mike Vrabel said something about it. I don't freaking know. I didn't watch the video. The whole thing, honestly, I was just like, who's that guy? And I'm just like, damn, that's crazy. And I just kept scrolling, if I'm being totally honest.
I mean, it don't affect my life, but it's just fucking ridiculous, so to see that and like team putting out a statement like that's like, really? This is what we're standing ground on again. Beat the shit out of your wife or girlfriend all you want, but God forbid.
Yeah.
Like, jeez, man, that's just so bad.
No, I don't.
It's a bad look.
I don't disagree. Like I said, I understand, I guess, why. Honestly, I don't. Yeah, I mean, there's guys who are continuing to play, like you said, and there's just like much more heinous things that they've done.
And said.
Yeah.
People have said like way worse shit. Like for him to just basically, I think like what he said was like.
I honestly don't even know the quote.
It was like, they're just like I don't believe in this stuff. It's unrighteous according to my beliefs, and like a little bit more than that. But he didn't really say like. They dumped him like as if he pulled who was that?
Kanye?
No, who was that? I was at Jaron Duran like 2 years ago. That guy was talking shit to him behind home.
Oh yeah,
he turned around and he's like, "Shut up, you."
Yeah, I remember that. I actually do remember that. And
even he still kept his job. He didn't get kicked off. I mean, like that's how ridiculous. That's why I think this is so crazy because it's like, man, this is like it's the biggest deal in the world, and he just very passively was like, I don't agree with this stuff really, but.
Yeah,
and they're like, fuck out of here, dude. How dare you disagree with us? Like, damn. Kick his ass to the curb.
Wish him well. Hopefully he can find another job.
I'm sure he will, dude.
Yeah.
I don't doubt someone will snag his ass up right away. He's got dude, everyone online is like, at least everything I've been seeing is like, people are like, this is crazy. Because they're just like naming all the players who are still currently playing and all the shit that's happened in the past that like never got someone kicked off a team, the shit that like coaches have said and done that haven't gotten them kicked off a team or anything about that. It's like, yeah, dude.
I mean, what's his name?
Steve Kerr.
Jonathan Gannon's out here
Oh.
punching players, and he still got a job.
Yeah, exactly. I don't know, dude. None of it makes any sense.
It's also because he has fire in his gut, so they want a guy like that in the building.
That is true. Well, they don't because they got rid of him, but they shit canned him.
Someone wanted him.
That was like pretty much all the biggest stuff in sports really in the last week. I mean, I'm sure there's stuff that I missed because like you say, it's like weird. The feed was fairly dry this past
my
week.
feed has been so dry. I haven't even seen anything. Like you said,
Yeah.
without like looking stuff up, I haven't seen anything.
Yeah, baseball's probably been the most like exciting thing so far.
I figured I would get more baseball stuff too. I'm like not getting anything. I'm not even getting like White Sox Twitter like I usually do, and I don't know why.
You know, you got to do like you and everybody else listening. You have to just start liking more, and then it'll show up more. Every time you see one, or go make a point to go on the page and just like purposely
Yeah, I just
like
like
two
literally
tweets.
started looking up like. I just literally just like looked up MLB and started like scrolling to try to like get it in my algorithm,
Yeah,
and I'm like, there's nothing happening.
yeah. I do that occasionally from time to time when mine's getting a little out of hand with
It's just
shit.
like a bunch of like stupid random videos. It's like life hacks or
that
this is
aren't
how-
life hacks at
yeah,
all.
It's like this is factory worker life, and I'm like,
Dude.
what the hell is this? I'm like, I don't want to watch it, even though sometimes I do end up watching them. I'm like, why am I watching this?
I'm so sick of those. Like, can we collectively as a society agree to get rid of the fucking fake life hack videos?
Yeah, dude. We honestly, Musk needs to do something, man.
Like they are just, it's ridiculous how these people like and how they even get promoted. How it's like, you know why? Because I think someone watches they make the first one like relatively decent, where you're like, okay, I could see how that might work. And then the next 5 or 6 that they show are just total ass, don't make sense, and they're just busted ass
stupid.
ideas. But people watch that 10 seconds and then they hit like, and then so you see them and they got 800,000 views or interactions on a tweet and 70,000 likes. I'm like, this is dumb. Are people really this stupid and think these are like good ideas?
Okay, this can't be real, actually.
What's that? Are you verifying?
Yeah, I'm
Or are you
looking at
just
the
reading it?
comments.
Oh. Grok, is this true?
Yeah, pretty much.
That's always what you got to look for, dude.
If you, bro. Okay, so someone said you got to be kidding me, right? At Fanatics, I ordered a Drake May jersey, and you just sent me a Mac Jones jersey. He has like the receipt of the Drake May jersey, and
Wow.
then Mac Jones. That has to be fake. I don't know, but Fanatic Support said, "Let's get this taken care of. Meet me in the DMs with your order information so I could take a look."
That's, I mean, I don't. You can't put it past him at this point. Anything's possible with that.
What
Company.
the? That's actually that's awesome. If it actually is true, that's awesome. I love that so much. Actually,
That's hilarious. To
that's
think that
that's awesome.
guy orders a Drake May jersey.
It's a
Fucking
Mac Jones jersey. That's insane.
The better question is, why are they? I mean, damn, how many of those do they still have made that they had them in stock? Mac Jones has been off the Patriots for 2 years,
Yeah, dude.
2 or 3 years.
I think 3 years.
How the fuck is Fanatic? They still got them laying around. By like, we need to get rid. Maybe someone won't notice
Yeah.
if we
Some
just
old lady will order it and just give it to her.
give it to a grandson, and he'll
Yeah.
just have to keep it
Yeah.
because it's too much of a hassle for her to return. Yeah, right. That's fucking wild.
That's crazy. I just start sending them like Cambodia or something, man. Just get rid of them.
Legitimately,
Like,
just donate them. You guys
eat
can
your
afford
losses,
it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys can afford it. You make like fucking $50 billion a year jipping people out of decent merchandise that they pay prime prices for.
Scumbags. Absolute worst.
Your fucking CEO can't even throw a baseball.
Yeah, and he's just selling jerseys and got deals with major league organizations.
He's sucking somebody, dude.
He's got to be.
He's sucking on so many people. It's ridiculous. That's the only way that's happening.
I agree. I totally agree with you.
Yeah, dude, it's bad.
That guy sucks.
Michael Rubin, shame on you.
He's the worst. He's the freaking worst.
It is.
But I got nothing else. Like I said, my feed's been dusty, so I got nothing else unless you got something.
I occasionally keep getting these like interesting tweets that are like really long, drawn out, fucking where people post like "hit me with the harshest reality truth" type thing, and people just post like these giant things that are actually kind of nuts to read. So this one here says, "DNA is really so crazy. There's a story about a woman who had a baby with her husband, and when he got a DNA test done, he wasn't the father. The mother insisted he was the dad, so much that they repeated the test numerous times. The couple ended up getting divorced, and the man refused to be in the child's life. It later came out, based off the DNA results, that he wasn't the father. But the uncle of the child, which was impossible because he was an only child, after more extensive DNA tests, they found out the husband was actually a chimera, which essentially means he had a twin brother that he ate in utero, essentially absorbing his DNA. So basically, the unborn twin brother was the father, even though the husband bore the child. Like,
How do they know this?
what do you mean?
How do they like know?
Well, I'm sure it was a news story. I'm sure people.
No, I'm
like,
saying like yeah, but I'm talking about like how do they know that? How do like the doctors know that? Like how do they figure that out?
well, I would imagine you'd have to put 2 and 2 together, right? Like the DNA would show that there's got to be enough relatable DNA where you're like, it's definitely someone related to you, but it's not.
Yeah.
But the guy's an only child, so it's like, all right, well, I don't know, process of elimination, I guess.
Yeah.
Like it wasn't your dad.
No, that is nuts. That is nuts though.
Yeah, to absorb your twin brother in the womb, and then you end up shooting his DNA. I mean, that's fucking wild.
That is crazy.
That's so messed up. Like, how do you even come back from that?
I don't know. It's gonna be an awkward conversation after if they figure that out.
Can you imagine if they never figured out, like, who? They never said where the story went after that. They just said that, like, after years of testing. So I just imagine that, like, this happened. They got divorced. This guy moved on. His life went down the tubes. Just sleeping around, started drinking a lot, living in an apartment, and who knows? Like maybe it's been like 20 years since this happened, and like 18 years later, he's fucking just sees like a CNN news article on his Google feed that says, "Man, man divorces wife over DNA test that shows that his twin brother was eaten by him in the womb."
He's just like. Crazy. Keep scrolling.
Yeah, right. Like, I was like, doesn't even think anything of it. Like, that's so crazy to think about.
It's like hits his pipe and just like keeps going.
Yeah, his crack pipe.
Yeah, he's just like an absolute shambles. Never been the same.
Now he's living on the streets.
Yeah. That's actually insane. That'd be crazy.
Yeah, that was it though. That was about as exciting.
See, my feed, like all I get is these stupid life hack videos. I don't get anything interesting.
You know, too much TikTok. That's why, dude.
I guess.
It knows you like those short, fucking shitty TikTok style videos, like
It's just
life hacks. It's some Chinese guy who's just pointing at a screw and then using a fucking shitty ass tool, and it doesn't work ever in real life. It's like 6 cents on Temu. Yeah, I mean,
they're just like, oh, how to replace your battery terminals. It's like get a caster and just like, or like just screw into it. Get a screw. Get a mold. Put tin. Get molten steel. Put it on there. It's like. Bro, I'm just getting a new battery. If your battery's
yeah,
bro, like,
it's not a life hack if I need a fucking crucible to do it. Like, come on, dude. That's what I mean. They're so stupid. They're so far fetched and just dumb.
Yeah, they're just the most like outrageous thing you've ever seen in your life.
It's just content whores.
Yeah, pretty much.
That's all it is.
Just for engagement purposes.
Yeah.
And honestly, we should start doing that.
I mean, it's like I can't even do it because I can't entertain myself enough to enjoy, like, the idea of getting even a post that got 50,000 likes and gained me 5,000 subscribers or followers on anything isn't worth me faking and doing the fucking, like, the trouble that people go through. Like, you ever watch, like, you see, like, videos of people doing, like, behind the scenes TikToks,
No.
like families and shit. Like, they'll show, like, occasionally I'll see those on Twitter where it's like shows. It'll be like, imagine having a TikTok mom and like she'll like have her phone set up with like a ring light and shit, and they're like they all like run in dancing and shit, and they're like someone's behind the camera and shoots the fucking confetti cannon, and like all this stuff's going. And it's like there's just whole production. It's like just to make a TikTok, like just to try and look like your life is great. on social media.
It's like the worst thing ever.
It is. It's so. That's what it's like. Man, you are
It's
just
awful. I hate that so much.
Yeah, me too. Me too.
But yeah, man, I'm gonna get some food.
Yeah, I'm gonna go home and eat. I'm starving.
With that being said, guys, thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, rate, and review wherever you can. Comment.
We love the comments. I do enjoy reading the comments. It is funny reading the comments. I know there's very few.
Yeah, there's very few people that comment,
but it is funny reading. I always forget.
Joey's
That's
comments.
Joey.
Yeah.
Joey. Reggie is. Which one's Reggie?
He hasn't commented in a while.
No,
I'm
he
trying to
hasn't.
think of what his username is, and I can't remember.
Fake ass friend.
Piece of shit.
Change it to that.
But alrighty, guys. We'll catch you on the next one.
Thanks.